Oh, well, hello there. Good evening. Glad to have you back to my channel. My name's Handstand Dan, and to my fellow yogis and friends, I hope that you are ready for a powerful forearm stand vinyasa flow. A couple prerequisites. I'm going to give you certain levels, or I shouldn't say certain, but different levels of some postures that you can take. Now, don't feel like you need to jump up to that hardest variation of the pose. I'll give you ways that you can modify it and ways that you can advance the pose. So take where your limit is and give yourself a little bit of a nudge today. Like I always like to say, you don't have to leap and hurdle past your comfort zone, but just give it a little bit of a nudge, and day by day will grow, and breath by breath will flow. All right, so for today, recommended 2 yoga blocks. They're not going to be necessary, but then one thing we will be using is a strap. Now, if you don't have a strap, it's okay. You can grab a belt or a shirt. We're just going to get into a couple binds here, and this will certainly help. It's not a necessity if you are flexible enough. Regardless, ground on down onto your tuchus, your two sit bones. Crisscross your legs. Just place your palms on your knees. Option to shut down your eyes if you'd like to here. Trying to feel your breath as you inhale, breathing in, filling up your lungs, feeling your chest rise up. Then exhale, letting it all fall. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Gonna inhale and exhale for a 4 count. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a few more of these on your own. All right, Ujjayi breath, seal your lips closed. Inhales and exhales through your nose. Your challenge for today's practice is to stay with your Ujjayi breath. Your mind is going to wander around. It doesn't want to think about what's going on right now. So give yourself this hour of your day to devote to yourself and to your breath. Feel free to start to generate some neck movement, circling out your neck. Get it nice and loosened up and ready. Taking it a few times in both directions. And then eyes will start to flutter open. Arms will reach up high towards the sky, reaching up, waking up the body. Feel free to circle out your wrists here. Beautiful. And take your palms or interlace your fingers together. We're just going to get a little bit more wrist mobility, just going a little bit left to right. Since we will be doing a little forearm stand, you're going to need your palms and those fingers to be extra mobile and strong. All right. Release your hands. Reach your arms out long in opposite directions. Take your palms as if you're planting them into the walls beside you. And then we're just going to get a little circular motion here. So either direction, just little baby circles. I want you to imagine that you're pressing really firmly into the wall here. So you have active palms that are stretching wide. And then get a little bit bigger and bigger with each and every circle until you get to the biggest circle that you can. Just making a wide open little pterodactyl wingspan here. Ah! And then take it in the opposite direction. If you're new to my channel, I get a little ridiculous from time to time. I can't really help it. It's just part of my shenanigans. So welcome in. Glad to have you. Buckle up, Buttercup, because you're in for a bumpy ride. All right, here we go. Bring those arms back in. Let's come on into our tabletop pose, shall we? Onto your hands and your knees. Palms spread out wide, or fingers spread out wide. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, cow pose, lower your belly, gaze out in front. And exhale, cat pose, round through your back, chin to chest. Here Here we go. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take a few more of these on your own. All right, now make your way down onto your elbows, still on the knees and on your elbows, and then take your palms, flip them over so that the palms face towards you, and lift your palms off the mat. We're going to get what's called abduction, so taking your palms out towards the outside of your mat. So bringing them back in, and then pulsing them out. So just open, kind of a little open close with a gate here. We're working your forearm muscles here, which are going to need to be activated in order to press through and have a strong forearm stand. For 4, remember to breathe in and out through your nose for 3, 2, and 1. Plant your palms back down. There's this little something I forgot here, so let's make our way back to a seated position. I want to get into your rotator cuff muscles, so crisscross your legs. Sometimes I get a little excited and I forget some poses, you know. But anyway, so strap, towel, whatever you have, okay? Now, if you have the flexibility, you don't need it, but here we are. Right hand, reach it on up. Strap is going to be in your right hand. Take a bend at your elbow as if you're giving yourself a nice pat on the back. Great job. And then left arm, reach it out long. Bend at your elbow and have it so your palm is facing behind you. Now, you can't see it from here, so I'm going to turn around for you. Strap. Option here, you're trying to interlace your fingers together here. But if that's not accessible, grab the strap right here. Just going to breathe in, focus on keeping your chest lifted. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch, then go deeper. And then, for fullest expression, you'll take a deep breath in, and wherever you're at, just take a little fold forward. Just breathe into it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, return your chest back up. We're just going to switch out the strap to the opposite hand, so now it's in the left hand. You're going to take your bend at the elbow here. Give yourself a nice little pat on the back. Right arm around the back. You know where to go. Grab hold of the strap. Maybe you interlace those fingers together. Take what works for you. Keep your chest lifted. Inhale to lift. And then exhale, maybe give it that option to fold forward. This is getting into your rotator cuff muscles, your infraspinatus, your supraspinatus, and the subscapularis, baby. They all need some love and attention, and that's why we come here at yoga, to give the body the love and attention that it craves, that it deserves. All right, now let's come back to our tabletop and just take it all the way straight up to our downward facing dog. All right. Inhale. Come up on your tip of toes. And exhale, lower your heels back down. Press your chest toward your thighs. Press your thighs towards the sky. Gaze. Try to work it up towards the belly button. Then inhale onto your tippy toes. Bring your gaze to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Little baby steps. Walking your feet all the way up to your hands. Stomach to thigh connection, soft bend in your knees. Head relaxes down. We love to hold the weight of the world on our shoulders and our neck. So take a moment, release that tension that we all love to just hold on to. Let it go for this hour. And then inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise all the way on up. Press through all 4 corners of your feet. Goal post your arms, back bend, squeeze your thighs as you open up your heart to the ceiling. Inhale, back on up. Then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank. Exhale, plant your palms, step your feet back. Here we go. Take a deep breath in. Get your hips at the same level as your shoulders. Squeeze through your thighs, squeeze through your glutes. Option to modify. You can always bring the knees down if you need to. From here, take a breath in. As you exhale, forearm plank. Lower onto your forearms. So you're creating a number 11. Try not to have your palms gripping together here, but instead your forearms create the number 11. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, just lower onto your belly, Sphinx pose. Chest is lifted. Feet are planted firmly into the mat. So get an internal squeeze in your thighs here. Squeeze those glutes. All right, as if you're on that play. I was about to say Playboy bunny shoot. Oh, yoga. All right, so chest is lifted. Maybe you start to bring your gaze over your right shoulder. And then over the left shoulder. Ooh. And then, oh my goodness. All right. Lower your chest back down. Let's take a child's pose. Toes to touch. Hips to heels. Arms reach forward. If you ever need to take a break, you are always welcome to come back to this pose at any point in time. Or, just pause the video. But if you can, try to stay in tune with your breath. And keep this video going for the whole hour, baby. Here we go. Inhale up to your tabletop pose. Exhale to your down dog. Inhale, gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, goal post the arms, back bend. Inhale, back on up. Now, grab hold of your left wrist and lean on over to the right. Standing half moon, bring your gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale, back on up. Switch out your grip and lean on over to the left. Inhale, return high. Exhale, forward fold, dive it on down. Hinge at your waist. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low plank, exhale. Step your feet back. Keep your core engaged as you lower down halfway, keeping those elbows connected to the ribs. Upward dog as you inhale, expand your chest open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right, inhale, gaze to the front. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Now grab hold of your strap, shirt, whatever you used. And then slowly rise on up to standing. Inhale to Tadasana pose. So you're going to take your strap, I like to say, a little bit wider than shoulder width distance here. Whatever is accessible for you. Arms are reaching up. Grip is firm. Try to take your strap and just bring it forward to your hips. Then we're going to go all the way back up and go to the back side of your body to touch your glute muscles. So we're just going up to the front and then up and to the back, just going back and forth here. Now, if the strap or if the stretch feels like maybe I can get a little bit more out of this, you can go closer in. Or if it's too tight and you feel like I'm going to break my shoulders, then go a little bit wider out. Remember, it's your practice. I want you to honor your body today. We all have different bodies that, a posture speaks differently to each and every one of us. So take what works for you. Challenge yourself where you can today, but also allow some grace. Understand that you are not perfect, so don't expect your flow to be perfect. All right, arms, reach them on up. Keep hold of that strap. Let's just take a little lean over to your right. Keep pressing through all four corners of your feet. Remember, breathe in and out through your nose. Inhale to center. Exhale on over to your left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to center. Exhale, forward fold. Release the strap. Dive it on down. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low plank, chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, right leg up high to the sky. Three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in. Beautiful. Inhale, back on up high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot through, lower your back knee down, modified crescent. Inhale, sweep your arms on up. Take your front hip, pull it back, take your left hip, and press it forward. Belly's engaged by tucking in. Take a deep breath in. Then goal post your arms, back bend, open up the heart. Inhale, back up. Exhale, half split, straighten through your front leg. Now here's where blocks can come in handy if you'd like to. Hands are down. If you'd like to place your hands on the blocks, maybe you have a book instead, whatever works. Find your own creativity in your practice. Right. Inhale, plant your front foot back down into the earth. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the earth. Inhale, warrior, Inhale, pyramid pose. Bump your back foot in. Left foot is pointing at about a 45-degree angle outwards. Front leg is straight. So yeah, your left foot can be a foot behind your right foot. Maybe it's 2 feet. I don't know. Take what works for you. Nice straight legs. Remember, blocks are there for you if you need them. Listen to your body today. Then as you inhale, take a soft bend in your front knee. Standing splits. Left leg lifts off the earth. Heel is high. Toes point down. Get your glutes or your hips at the same level. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot back. With an inhale, warrior one. Back heel connects down. Arms sweep on up. Square your chest towards the front. Spiral those pinkies inwards. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Take a nice deep breath in. Then exhale, eagle arms. Left arm underneath your right. As you inhale, lift up your chest. As you exhale, humble warrior. Fold your chest forward. Chin to chest here. Trying to get the crown of your head lower towards the ground. Squeeze into those forearms. Beautiful. Inhale. Warrior one, return up high. And then exhale, palms down to the earth. Low lunge. Step your right foot back. Flow through your vinyasa. Meeting in our down dog. And if you ever need to skip a down dog, just go straight to it. Or chaturanga, just go straight to down dog. You know, it's all good. Here we are. Inhale, come to a high plank position. Here we are, favorite pose, high plank, and then lower it on down into forearm plank. Here we go. Get your hips at the same level as your shoulders. Take your right leg, maybe you lift it off the earth. And maybe you start to pulse it up and down. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right leg, lift your left leg. Here we go. 6, 5, squeeze in that core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, press back up to your high plank. Then exhale, lower down halfway. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Whew, getting into those forearm muscles. Here we go. Inhale, left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot through. Lower your right knee down. Modified crescent. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Salamba Anjane. Belly presses in. Deep breath in. Goal post your arms. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, half splits. Straighten through the front leg. Bring those palms on down. Toes point towards you. All right, softly land your front foot. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your back knee. Pyramid pose. Bump your back foot in a foot or two, whatever works. Legs are straight. Chest drapes over the front thigh. Blocks are there for you. Then inhale. Standing splits, right leg lifts. Now, hands can be down wherever you need them. But if you'd like to challenge yourself, you can always wrap one hand around the calf. Maybe go with both. Honor your body, honor your practice. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, low lunge. Step your foot to the back. Connect your right foot down. Warrior one. Sweep your arms on up. Rise with intention. All right. Make sure your front knee is stacked over your ankle instead of draping over the toes. Then eagle arms, right arm underneath the left. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, humble warrior, fold your chest forward. Remember, press through the outer edge of your back foot. We're still grounding down. As you inhale, sweep back up, warrior one. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot back, flow through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. So this time through, it's going to be breath to movement. We're going to move fast. And then I'm going to throw in a couple changes, but here we go. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot through. Then inhale. Hold here. Hold here. Forgot what I was doing. All right, lower the back knee. Sweep the arms up. Had a little brain fart there. Goal post your arms. Back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, half splits. Front leg straightens. Right, plant your front foot back down. Back toes tuck under, back knee lifts, pyramid pose. Left foot bumps in, chest drapes forward. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg up. And exhale to your low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Rise on up. Exhale, eagle arms, left arm underneath the right. Inhale to lift. Exhale, humble warrior, fold your chest forward. Hold here and breathe. Squeeze your forearms together. Inhale, return high. Palms pressed together overhead, gaze to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, hands down to the floor. Step your right foot back, high to low plank. Vinyasa. Mufasa. All right. Downward facing dog. Here's where we start to throw a little, throw some spices into the pot here. We'll see what happens, you know. Add in a little extra fuego and the party gets started. All right. High plank position. Forearm plank. Lower onto those beautiful forearms of yours. Now, remember, find where your limit is. If you'd like to go a little bit further into your practice, dolphin pose from your forearm plank. Walk your feet close towards your elbows. Down dog mentality on the forearms. And then maybe the right leg lifts off the earth. And maybe you just pulse out the leg for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right leg, lift your left leg. Pulse it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Walk it back to your forearm plank. 3 breaths in. Inhale, fill up. Open mouth. Exhale it out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Here we go. One more. And out. Inhale up to your high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Up dog. Inhale. Down dog. Exhale. Beautiful job, guys. We're on a roll here. Steam engines rolling. Let's throw some more coal to the fire. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, low lunge. Step it through. Back knee lowers, modified crescent. Goal post your arms back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, half splits. Left foot plants down. Back toes under. Back knee lifts. Step it up, pyramid pose. Inhale, soft bend in the front knee, standing splits. And exhale, low lunge. To our warrior A, rise on up. Then eagle arms, right arm underneath left. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold forward. Squeeze those forearms, forehead to knee. Beautiful. Inhale, back up, warrior one. Palms together overhead, take your breath in. Then exhale, palms down, flow through your chaturanga. Right, inhale, gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, step or hop your feet to your hands, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Bend through the knees, weight in the heels, arms reach on up. We're going to take a moment to get into some shoulder strength here. So in your chair, belly presses in. I want you to be able to wiggle those beautiful toes off the mat. You're far back on your heels. Now, arms, reach them up. Maybe you try for that fullest expression, taking your palms together and sinking down low into your chair. Maybe the eyes start to shut down. Just breathe, taking notice of any emotions that this pose might bring to you. Building an awareness, a connection with your mind, your body, and all of those emotions that flutter through us each and every moment of each and every day. 3 Ujjayi breaths. Seal your lips closed. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, sink an inch lower. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink an inch lower. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, high boat, lower all the way down onto your sit bones and take those legs on off the earth. So, arms can be right where I have them, around the thighs. Maybe the heels are even down. Who knows? Take what works for you. Now, I'm going to try and straighten out my legs a little bit here. Maybe you do too. Maybe arms reach forward or reach up. Find what works for you. Then inhale, low boat. Whew. Flutter kick with those feet here for 6, 5, 4, 3. Take a deep breath in for 2. High boat. Rise up. Here we go. Hold here. Thumbs, index, connect. Lift up, chop over to the right. Lift up, chop over to the left. Here we go. Feel free, if you have the block, you can just place your palms in between the block and chop. Chippity, chop, lumberjack. Here we go. Gaining those muscles, getting the strength, getting those gains. Yoga to the max. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to the earth. Whew. All right. Now we're going to get an abdominal lengthen and strengthen here, and also help out with the little crow pose. So we're going to take a crow pose on your backs here. Arms reach up. Take those palms as if you're planting them into the ceiling. So active fingertips here, really gripping, pressing. Then knees, bring them on into your elbows. Ooh, maybe they can get all the way up into your triceps. As you inhale, take your legs out long in front of you, like a low boat. Then exhale, crunch it back in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Out. We have 10. Whew. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6. So good. 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on in. Whew. Feel free to windshield wipe your knees a little side to side. Oh boy, got to get that core activated and ready for our little forearm stands, right? Okay. Now, hug your knees on in. Just going to rock on up to a seated position on your mat. So listen, we're going to work into a little forearm stand this last time through. I'll give you a couple pointers as we get into it, but I want you to remember, find where your limit is. Now remember, as we were working into forearm stand, why we were doing those elbows down, forearms out earlier, getting the forearms activated. So as I press my forearms down, I'm spreading my fingers wide, and then not necessarily moving my muscle, like my arms out, but I'm energetically pushing my muscles towards the outside, which is going to get an extension through the muscles, which helps you lift. I mean, if you think about it from a mountain pose, the more you squeeze into your muscles, the more lift you create, right? So from there, I'll lift my right leg. Now from here, a lot of people like to just kick up and swing their legs around. Think about it as like your legs are locked. All you're really trying to do is get your hips to lift here. So my leg is lifting up higher, and then maybe I just give it a little flick here. And look at that. The hips are what need to lift here. The legs don't necessarily need to move all that much. All right? And then as I'm up there, the more you're able to point your toes, so think about it, the more you squeeze you create, the more the lift becomes easier and easier. So really, as you're trying to get into arm balances, squeeze everything that you have into the pose. And most important, by God, remember to breathe. All right, I got to get you out of this flow alive, right? So we got one more time, each side, forearm stand, in between, bring it, let's go. I believe in you. You got this. Let's do it. Here we go. Down dog. Hips are high. Right leg, reach it up to the sky, three-legged dog. Then exhale, knee to nose. Listen for the changes this time. Inhale, back up. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot through. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Rise all the way on up to your tippiest of tiptoes. Beautiful. Now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, goal post your arms, back bend. Beautiful. Inhale, back on up. Now exhale, eagle arms, left arm underneath the right. Use your inhale to lift up your chest. Then your exhale, taking our little humble warrior variation, fold forward, arms squeeze together. Still on those tippy toes. Beautiful. Now keep your eagle arms. Inhale, lift up your chest just about halfway. And then launch off, warrior three. Left leg, woo, left leg lifts off the earth. Arms are still eagle wrapped. Hips are leveled with one another. Left toes are pointed down. Breathe in. Breathe out. And softly landing back in our high crescent lunge. Sweep your arms back up. Then exhale, palms down to the floor. Step your right foot back, high plank. Hold here. Squeeze in your thighs. Squeeze in your core. Remember, when we're prepping for that forearm stand, the more you squeeze, the more lengthen and strengthen you create. Here we go. 4 breaths in. Breathe in that life. Exhale all the BS that you don't need. Give me one more inhale. Exhale, flow through your Chaturanga Vinyasa. Whew, all right. Great job so far. Here we go. Come on down to your hands and knees real quick. So we're prepping for that dolphin pose, bringing the forearms in. Remember, find where your limit is. Maybe you don't go into your forearm stand just yet today. But I'm giving you those necessary tools to build up that strength to get you there one day, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. Neither is your yoga practice. So give yourself some grace today. You're not perfect. You're meant to make mistakes. Just get back up into it and give it all that you can. Remember, it's not what happens to you that matters most in life, but how you respond to the event that matters. Here we go. Down dog. And then bring it into our juicy dolphin pose. Lower those forearms down. Create that number 11. Try to keep those palms spread out wide, fingers spread wide. Walk the feet in, and then maybe your right leg lifts up. And feel free maybe to take just a pulse, or maybe start to take some flicks, possibly getting up into a forearm stand. Breathe in for 5, 4. We're just going to switch out the legs in 3, 2, and 1. Left leg is lifted. Take your pulses, take your hops, whatever works. Just squeeze those forearms in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk it back to your forearm plank. We're so close. Here we go. Forearm plank. Right hip lowers. Bring it back to center. Left hip lowers. Keep it going side to side. I know it sucks. Come back to this moment. Breathe into it for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press up all the way through your high plank. and flow through your vinyasa. Whoo, my arms are smoked. All right. Here we go. Last time on the left side. Finish this off strong. Left leg lifted up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Rise up. Tippy toes of your back foot. Belly in. Goalpost the arms. Back bend. Inhale, back up. Exhale, eagle arms. Right arm underneath. Inhale to lift. Exhale, humble warrior. Fold forward on the tippy toes of your right foot. Ball mount. Now, eagle arms, stay there. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Warrior 3, launch off your right leg. Slow and in control, high crescent lunge, softly land. Then exhale, palms down to the earth. Step your left foot back. Here we go. Last high plank. Give it all that you have. We have 60 seconds here. Breathe in, breathe out. The first thing that goes when we come back to our practice, when we go deep into poses, is your breath. Anytime you really focus in on something other than your breath, it escapes you every single time. Come back to it. You're doing so good. Halfway there. Keep it going. Remember, Ujjayi breathing. You're so close to the finish line. Squeeze everything in. The more squeeze, the easier it becomes. Less than 15. Come on. Keep it up. You're doing so good. I know you're shaking. Keep it going strong. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Chaturanga in 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on down to your hands and knees. Take a sip of water, towel off. Whew, we made it. Congrats. You did it. Mama, I did it. Whew. Oh, boy. We made it through the wilderness. Whew. All right. Let's cool down those jets a little bit, shall we? Here we go. All right. Downward facing dog. Hips are high. Right leg, take it up high to the sky. Then exhale, lizard lunge. Step your foot outside your hand here. Back knee can lower down if you'd like. If rather you take a half pigeon pose, and feel free to go there. We won't be doing a half pigeon today. Just take a moment to breathe. Maybe sway your hips a little back and forth. Maybe you try and go for the full splits since we were doing half splits earlier. Remember, it's your hour, your practice. I'm just here to help guide you through it. I'm going to take a crooked monkey if you want to join along with me. Left knee lowers down. Left heel towards your glute. Right arm wraps around and grabs hold of your foot, and you pull it on in. Beautiful. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the hand and foot. Back down, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Now yogi squat. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Lower your hips down and keep your chest lifted. Option is sway a little bit if you like to, side to side. All right. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, plant your palms, forward fold, lift your hips on up. And then take your right foot, step it to the back of the mat, and take your left foot and wiggle it on out to the outside of your left mat. So lizard lunge. Taking the same variation as you took on the other side. Maybe you went for that pigeon instead, or full splits, half splits. Honor your body, honor your practice. I'm going to go for the crooked monkey if you want to join with me. Left hand grabs hold of right foot. Pull it in to stretch out your quad muscle. Open up your chest towards the left. Getting the left rib cage just a little bit higher. For 3. For 2. And for 1, left hand back down. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee back to our yogi squat one last time. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Toes are out at hip width distance. Why don't you take a ragdoll, opposite arm over opposite elbow. Maybe a little sway side to side. If you'd like to join me, you can interlace your fingers behind your back to take a little shoulder stretch. We got into those deltoids, the shoulder muscles, and your forearms, your chest today. So feel free to stay right there. Maybe sway a little side to side. Find your expression in the pose. Most important, remember to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your palms down to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Then exhale, palms plant, step your feet back to high plank. Lower down halfway. Upward facing dog. As you inhale, open up your chest, hold here. Option to bring your legs down if you like to. Maybe for a seal pose instead. Just focus on opening up your chest, open up your heart for a few breaths in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, down dog. Hike your hips on up high to the sky. And make your way on down to a tabletop pose. Take a couple cat cows as we get there. Beautiful. And then take your left palm, ground it down. Inhale, your right arm reaches high. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm threads underneath your left. Lower or reach your arm out long. Then lower the shoulder down and take any variation here. Left palm could stay grounded. You can reach it forward. You can wrap your hand around your back. Just breathe. Take a breath in. Exhale your left palm down. Inhale, sweep that right arm back on up. Exhale to your tabletop. Other side, left arm lifts up. Breathe in. Exhale, thread it through. Find that same variation you took on the other side. Deep breath in. Right palm down. Left arm sweeps back up. And exhale to your tabletop. Right. Coming into puppy pose, just like a child's pose, except we're going to keep the hips glued to where they are. So start to walk your hands out in front of you. Lower your forehead down. Maybe you try to go forehead. Possibly chin tries to touch down instead for a little bit deeper. Get a midline of your spine stretch, your thoracic spine. Beautiful. Inhale, return to a tabletop. Exhale. Just come on down your sit bones. Butterfly your feet together. So feet come to touch, knees are out wide. Hands go around your feet, your ankles. And bring those feet close in. Maybe get a little rock side to side. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, return your chest back up. And then just place your palms, crisscross your legs, and place your palms onto your knees. Now, if there's any last pose before Shavasana that you'd like to go with, feel free to take a moment or two for your own expression. And when you're finished, we'll all meet together in a seated position as we started on our mats. Palms can go up to receive energy. They can go down to ground your energy. Maybe one's facing up, one's facing down. Whatever works. Shutting down your eyes, removing your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and taking these last few minutes to honor yourself. Surrender to the silence. Remember, noticing any emotions that might have popped up over this hour and not getting attached to the emotions, but just taking notice. So there's this story of a lumberjack. This guy was world renowned as an amazing lumberjack, and this company hired him, and he came in, and the first day he chopped down 18 trees. You know, he was on a roll, just crushing it. Then he comes in the next day, you know, he's gung ho, he's ready to go again, and he gives it everything that he possibly can, and he chops down 16 trees. And a little annoyed, but you know, he comes back again the next day working just as hard, and he chops down 14 trees. And he's scratching his head, he's getting frustrated, you know? It's why is he going down? And then all of a sudden he's still working just as hard, and he chops down 10 trees a week later. And he goes up to his boss, and he's like, I'm sorry, I can't chop, like I don't understand why my productivity isn't like me. And one of the gentlemen just looked at him and asked him, have you sharpened your axe? And he said, well, no, of course not. I don't have time to sharpen my axe. Sometimes in life, we get so focused on a goal that we forgot to take care of ourselves, take care of the basics. We're always in a rush and on the go. So taking these last few moments to come back to what's going on right here, right now. Don't worry about what happens later today. Your heart is beating right here, right now. Bring your palms together at heart center. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. We bow and say, Namaste. Thanks for joining me, yogis. If you could, drop a like to help support the channel, and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you soon.